I'm going to teach you about the basic physics. Physics is the subject of science through which we can understand natural events and what is happening in the natures, space, etc. Now the physical quantity is the quantity which can be measured, weighted, are called physical quantity. There are two types of physical quantities. One is a scalar quantity and another is vector quantity. In the case of a scalar quantity, magnitude but no direction. And in the case of vector quantity, magnitude as well as directions goes. For example, for a scalar quantity, distance, mass, length, time, volume, etc. And the vector quantity, displacement, velocity, acceleration and force, because in this case magnitude as well as both directions. Now distance and displacement. Distance is the actual path length covered by your body. Let one can travel from A to B through this path. First this way and second this way directly, and the third is the zigzag curved path. So in this one, this is the actual distance covered, and this is the actual distance. This is a long distance, but the actual distance is this. So AB is the displacement, but the distance through this is like this, and the distance from this third pathway is like this. Now, what is the important points related to distance? The distance is the distance is a scalar quantity. Distance depends on the path length. Distance can never be negative. During motion, it never decreases with time. In SI systems, international systems units of distance is meter, and some other popular units are millimeter, mm, and centimeter, cm, and the longer kilometer, km. Now, if the someone is from this and this is the center, and this is the half circle and the radius is r, then the distance is equal to pi r. A to B is equal to pi into r, the radius of this. And if someone is going from A to and moving like this circular path and then reach at point B, then the distance is A to B distance is equal to 2 pi capital R. Actually the perimeter 2 pi r hota hai, where r is the distance between center to the circumference, और ये जो circle है और ये तो d is equal to the 2r, and ये जो longer d किसी का diameter जो है वो उसका सबसे longer जो है arc होता है, और if 2 point जोड़ेंगे तो वो arc कहलाएगा, वो shorter होगा, but if it passes through the center then it is called diameter. Now the displacement is the shortest distance between the initial position and the final position. Like this is the shortest position, and if someone is at point this and the time is t0 and the distance is x0. Now sometimes he covers the s1 distance and reach here. The time becomes t0 to t1 and the distance changes from x to x1. And at sometimes now again it starts and it is this point. Now the time becomes t2 and the distance s2. The total distance जो है ये जो है वो हो जाएगा s2. It also defined as the change in position of the particle. Now displacement except बराबर SI जो final distance minus initial distance at t is equal to t1, displacement s is equal to x1 minus x, and t is equal to t2, displacement is equal to x2 minus 0. And important points related to displacement is a vector quantity, whereas the distance is a a scalar quantity, and its displacement is a vector quantity, and its direction is always taken from the initial point. Initial position does not depend on the path, but the shortest distance, displacement. Second one is displacement depends on only initial position and final position, does not depend on the path covered by the object, and the displacement of a particle in a motion can be positive, negative, or even zero. The fourth point should be kept in mind about the displacement is the distance can be greater or equal to the magnitude of the displacement. Next point, fifth point, which is about the displacement. Whenever a particle changes its direction or follows a curved path, the distance is always greater than the magnitude of the displacement. And the sixth point, it follows a straight path without changing its direction, and it is a uniform motion. Thank you.